Day 2 of Denver Broncos free agency kicks off with the team adding depth to their running back room. All right, Broncos country, here we go, day 2. So it took a little bit of time for the Denver Broncos to actually have some activity today, but at about 3:15 this afternoon, it was announced that the Denver Broncos have signed running back Samaje Perine to a 2-year, $7.5 million deal. That is top tier RB2 money in the NFL, so you have to figure that the Broncos are going to heavily depend on Samaje Perine this season. Although I would not completely rule out the likelihood of the Denver Broncos bringing back Latavius Murray, but in my opinion, this move highly decreases that likelihood. And what's crazy about Perine is it feels like he's been in the NFL forever. I think back to his days with the Washington football team several years back, but he's only been in the league since 2017, and he's only 27 years old. It really feels like Perine's been around the block and been in the league a lot longer, but his legs actually are still comparatively fresh. Perine has spent the past 3 seasons with the Cincinnati Bengals and has served as the primary backup running back to Joe Mixon. Last season, he appeared in 16 games for Cincinnati and carried the rock 95 times for 394 yards. That's an average of 4.1 yards per carry and 2 rushing touchdowns. He was also a factor in the passing game, catching 38 passes for 287 yards and 4 additional touchdowns. With Javonte Williams' status still somewhat up in the air headed into next season as he continues to work his way back from his multi-ligament knee injury, Samaje Perine figures to provide really good insurance for the Broncos at the running back position. The Broncos lost Mike Boone to the Houston Texans in free agency, and both Latavius Murray and Marlon Mack both remain on the free agent market. The Broncos also cut ties with running back Chase Edmonds as a cap casualty, so along with Javonte Williams and Samaje Perine, the only 2 other running backs on the Denver Broncos roster are Tyler Beatty and Demarie Crockett. So I definitely feel like the Denver Broncos are going to make another move at running back this offseason. Although they possibly may wait until the draft because you can definitely get really good value at the running back position in the draft, I would definitely still keep the door open for the team to bring Latavius Murray back in the fold. He was really productive for us last season. He led the team in rushing, and he has experience in this Sean Payton offense from his time in New Orleans. All right, Broncos country, I'm curious. How do you guys feel about this Samaje Perine signing? Drop those comments down below. I would love to hear from you. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the bell so these videos appear in your notification feed. And while you're at it, guys, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Gage Madrid NFL for continuing coverage throughout this free agency period. We'll have to wait and see if the Denver Broncos make any more moves. They're starting to run a little bit low on cap space. I believe I just saw a tweet from Mike Kliss saying that the Broncos are now down to only about $12 million in space, and we still have to account for rookie salaries. So unless the Broncos make a move to clear some space, like possibly trading away Courtland Sutton maybe, I would definitely feel like the Broncos free agency moves are going to be a little bit fewer and far between moving forward. And until next time, Broncos country, this has been another episode of Denver Broncos Syndicate. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out.